The 10,000-year world. Xiefeng. In the distant space about 58 minutes away from the Earth, the negative universe speed, about 3,480 light-years, there is a beautiful planet, the 10,000-year world. The planet is about 16 times larger than the Earth. It doesn't rotate. Instead, it just moves slowly in the rotary river system. It has 16 small sun satellites surrounding it and hanging in the universe with equal distances among them. These 16 satellites with extremely high density respectively give out light waves with different frequencies, dividing the 10,000-year world into 16 zones with different colors. Each zone has its own feature. The growth ways of its plants and animals, the ecological structure and climate differs from each other. Interestingly, one of its satellites, suns, emits the black light with the heat. The zone it covers is in eternal night. Part of the animals, plants, insects and stones in this zone has their own different colors. Standing on the mountain in this zone, you can see the mountains, rivers and skies shining splendidly, just like you are standing on the top of the skyscrapers and enjoying the household lights in the city. On the side of the night zone is the scene of eternal dawns. You can see the charming dawn clouds and the misty horizon producing the mysterious scenes. On the other side is the eternal evening scene. The attractive evening clouds change constantly. Beside the dawn zone is the morning scene. Here the sun is always rising above the horizon, the birds are singing, the morning dews are like crystals, the mountains, forests and streams are filled with the energy of life. The air is always fresh with fragrance. You cannot help but admire for the scenes from the bottom of the heart and say, how beautiful life is. Across the night zone is the eternal noon with the sun shining all the time, clouds hanging in the sky, comfortable breeze and cool weather, the blossoming flowers, flying birds, fragrant grass and trees, and abundant fruits, looks prosperous and flourishing. In the 10,000-year world, there are numerous rivers and 16 seas having the same size with the Pacific. The crystal-like sea waters, the abrupt mountains, the fairy scenes, the clouds, the old trees, the falls, the streams, the flowers, small lakes and ponds constitute the attractive landscapes. In the lakes, ponds and streams, you can see the swimming ducks and mandarin ducks, the playing partridges, the dancing cranes and lotus, the swinging water grass, the jumping frogs, the swirling dragonflies, and the swarming fish, enjoying their life in the nature. There is rainfall in all the territory of the 10,000-year world. However, there is no hail or snow. Sometimes there is thunder, lightning and wind. The people, actually should be called as celestial beings, living here live a completely different life from the earth people. They are all naked and capable of flying on the clouds. They have no sex life and no concept of marriage. The female celestial beings don't give birth, have no family or clan. The people living in the 1,000-year world build roads, boats, weave cloth and silk. However, the people in the 10,000-year world do not engage in labor. They don't live in the houses. Instead, they live in the hermits' abodes of all kinds. Their main food is the melons and fruits such as pear. In the journey to the east, the monk Tang and his apprentices passed by the Wuzhuang temple of the Zhenyuan celestial being at the Mount Wanshou. The fruit they ate there is called the ginseng fruit. The people living in the 10,000-year world drink the stream water. They don't have private property. Apart from the meditation and silent practice, they would go out touring for the attractive scenes. There is no management here. Everything is peaceful, quiet and elegant. The plants and animals in the 10,000-year world grow even more slowly than those in the 1,000-year world. They blossom every 3,000 years and bear fruit in another 3,000 years. The average life longevity of the celestial beings is 35,000 years. The beards of some elderly celestial beings even touch the ground. The young celestial beings have the delicate skin like lotus. They die in a sitting posture, just as the Buddhists do. After death, their bodies will become a column of light smoke floating away. The living celestial beings will not grieve over the death. The dead celestial beings would go to one of the four worlds. Those who have never had the worldly thought will enter the Elysium world. Those who have had the worldly thought, after they die, will have the column of smoke gathering and taking form again, starting another cycle of life in the 10,000-year world. Those who have often had the worldly thought will be degraded into the 1,000-year world. Those who have had the worldly thousand and put it into the practice will be degraded to the mortal world. The worldly thought refers to the desire for the power, wealth, family life, sexual intercourse, private property in the mortal world. It also refers to the grief, hatred and jealousy. The celestial beings in the 10,000-year world look like the descendants of the hybrids between the Eastern and Western people. They are extremely beautiful and handsome. There are no handicapped or ugly people here. Their average height seems to be 180 centimeters. Just like the mortal world, the lady celestial beings are smaller than the male celestial beings. The 10,000-year world can hold more than 10 billion celestial beings. But at present the population there is only a little bit more than 100 million. It is just like the earth with only 6 million people. So if you can make diligent self-improvement as the Taoists do, you all have a bright future. Those who love their families, the opposite sex, motherland, work, wealth, and position, and those who like watching TV, listening to the radio, surfing the internet, driving the limousines, reading, living in the luxury villas, fighting against the people, heaven or earth are not able to enter the 10,000-year world because there is no such thing there. The process of entering the 10,000-year world is, after the flesh bodies die, the spiritual body, actually your body is complete with all organs and tissues, enters the space tunnel. You feel weightless. Flying on the clouds, you have great pleasure and joy. In less than an hour, the negative universe speed, you will see a colorful life bridge. After getting on the bridge, you will change into a column of smoke and lose your consciousness for the moment. When you come to yourself again, you will resume your body form. Now you have entered the 10,000-year world. The people in the 10,000-year world can clearly remember their former cycle of life, knowing about the 1,000-year world and the mortal world. Some inspirations for those who intend to do self-improvement in the 10,000-year world. For the endless years we must refine ourselves and never seek fame or wealth. Do good deeds every day, you can live longer. Engage in meditation, you will get protection from the celestial beings. The empty space is not empty. The true color is colorless. The intangible is tangible. The yin and yang, and the positive and negative exists in the unity of the opposites. The celestial world is remote, but it can be reached instantly. Eat the sun essence and drink the moon tenet. Do this for long and you can build your celestial body. Live simple, you get the support from the celestial beings. Live practical, you will reach the Tao. The body is dynamic while the heart is static. Your life is limitless once you ignore the wealth and authority. Believe it or not, the heaven mystery is easy to be known.